Hi, today we're going to review how to use the microscope. We want to first of all put the microscope very carefully up on the table. You want to make sure when you carry the microscope you always have one hand under the base and one hand up here at the neck. So you want to keep it several inches, I've got it probably 1.5 inches, you want it several inches from the edge because you don't want to accidentally knock it off the edge. You take the cover off. The cover's on to keep dust off of the lenses, just to generally kind of protect the microscope. So I take this off. You want to put this out of your way because it's just one more way that you could maybe slip or something and knock your slides off the table or knock something else off the table. So I put that way over there. You want to carefully unwrap the cord. You don't want to hold on to this and unwrap the cord. That's pretty dangerous, and you might shake it around. And these are expensive pieces of equipment. So I've got then an outlet right here, so I can plug it in right here. If there's a chance where this cord might be stringing across the table, I would want to make sure that I keep it out of my way. I don't want to accidentally catch an elbow or pull on the cord and accidentally pull this fine microscope off on the floor. When we get the microscope, it should have been set by the previous person. We should have it on the lowest power, and that's just for safety reasons. When you put it away, you never want it on that highest power because you could crack the lens. So you always want to put it away at the lowest power, and it should have the stage all the way at the lowest position. And if you see that, use the coarse adjustment, and you can see that was put away properly at the lowest setting. We've got our stage clips right here. So I pick a slide, and this is a box of slides. I'm very careful. I leave the box of slides on the table when I've opened them. You don't want to carry this around. You might accidentally drop this, and this is several $100s worth of slides, so you wouldn't want to drop that. I pick a slide out, and I want to notice the title of the slide. That's something I might have to write on my assignment sheet. And then I look and I try to see where there's an image that's been stained. And I can see there's an image stained almost in the center of that slide. So that's what I want to put over the opening. So I put this under the stage clips. I turn this on, and I can see that that's pretty well centered. Now, first I can use the coarse adjustment, and I can look through the eyepiece, and I'm using the coarse adjustment to bring it closer to the lens and see when I can get the best resolution. Oh, that's awesome. Very, very nice. I don't know if we can get this. Just a second. So I've got pretty good resolution on that one. I can see the picture or the view of the specimen pretty clearly. Now what I can do, that would be under the lowest power. If I want to know what power that is, we know the eyepiece is always 10, so it's multiplied something or made it larger by 10 times. And this one says 4. So that means 4 times 10, so that's been magnified 40 times. I can go the next step, and I can carefully slide this over to the next longest. Every microscope is going to be different, so I want to use the next longest eyepiece, or I'm sorry, lens, and I move that down and look through the lens, the eyepiece, and I can see it. It is very nice. This is a nice specimen, very easy to identify. And now I'm moving the fine adjustment knob, and ooh. That's gorgeous. I can see all of the cells, and I can actually see the nuclei in the cells, so it's pretty nice. If I wanted to, I could try to go up to a little bit higher power. What I would like to do first is move my coarse adjustment slightly down because I'm afraid of hitting the lens on that next. Oh, I don't know if it's going to work. I hesitate moving this next highest power. I'm afraid of cracking it. I'm still on the medium one. I've got 10 times 10, so that's 100 magnification. Now let's see if we can go up. This one will make it 400 because I believe this is 40 and this is 10. So 10 times 40 is 400. And I can go, wow, these are nice scopes. I can see these cells very well. Now when you get under the highest power, sometimes it's difficult to see the cells because you've got a thick slice of cells and this is magnified so greatly that it's a distorted view that you're seeing. So typically it's difficult to see under the highest power, where it's a little bit easier to see under the medium power. Amazing. Now there's this black stick that sticks out, and that looks sort of like an eyelash. That's the pointer, and we can actually move this eyepiece, we can turn it, and so you can point to something, and I can say, hey, you know, Johnny, look at the end of the pointer, and then I can kind of direct someone else to see what I'm seeing. An assignment you might have in class could be to draw everything you see, everything in view. And so you would have a circle, just like you have a circle up here that you're viewing, and you would draw everything you see in that as accurately as possible. When I'm done, I want to go back down to the lowest power. I want to move the stage all the way down as far as it will go. I turn off the power. I take the slide out. I put the slide back in the box appropriately. I don't want to break the slide. And now I can unplug the microscope and carefully wind this cord around. Do you notice the whole time I'm sitting, I'm not wandering around the room, I'm not standing up, I'm not clowning around at all. So I carefully wind this around. When I get to the end, I can kind of tuck it somehow up in here to kind of lock it in place. And I get my cover, and I put the cover back on. Now, when I want to put it in the cupboards, I still leave that on the table. I get up, push in my stool since I don't want to fall, grab here at the neck, put it in the cupboard. Wasn't that simple?